Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then make sure to subscribe and also follow me on my Instagram. Today's video, I have another makeup review video slash first impression, and today I'm going to talk about the Glossier Stretch Concealer. Now today I'm going to talk about the texture, the application, what it claims for, the prices, the application and etc. So if you like this kind of videos, then make sure to subscribe because I have loads of kind of videos that I'm planning to do, and if this is kind of video that you like, so make sure you stay tuned till the end of this video as well. So I'm pretty sure you guys know the whole idea of Glossier makeup, this whole no natural makeup look, like this no makeup look, and this all natural and very classic simple basic look. So whatever you order from Glossier comes in this cute little pouch, you guys know, and obviously it came in this cute pouch which you can use for something else, and it also comes in a nice box from Glossier. But I'm gonna quickly go on the Glossier website because they have loads of information about the concealer, and I want to tell you guys what the information is. So what it is, this concealer. So it's a buildable concealer that covers everything from dark circles to blemishes and redness with a dewy glowy finish. And why is this so special? Because it's adaptable mineral pigments, give a brightening effect underneath the eyes, and it blends seamlessly into the skin for natural looking coverage. So this kind of stuff I'm really into, and I always want this men's natural makeup look, which hopefully this can get me. And this elastic micro wax is moved with your skin instead of caking on top of it. So especially these kind of concealers, it's really hard to get the formula correctly, so it does look sometimes very cakey, which I found with other brands. And it is buildable, enhancing, flexible, and it is nourishing underneath the eyes. I'm sure you guys have seen how the packaging looks. It's very simple, very basic, and literally guys, it's brand new. I have not touched this concealer, and I'm hoping it's the right shade for me. The shade I got is G9. And speaking of the packaging is a nice glass container, and obviously comes in a nice box, and it says the directions how to use it. And I'm gonna quickly go to the directions how to use this concealer. So it says use fingertip to press and blend onto moisturized skin. It's buildable, add more for extra coverage. So my underneath the eyes have eye cream, which is good, and it also says on the website how to use it, and it says warm up the stretch concealer by gently swirling fingertips over the surface layer of the open pot, picking up a thin layer of the product as you go, and gently pat onto moisturized skin, dabbing outward to blend. It's pretty self-explanatory how to use this concealer because I'm sure you guys know, and I've used these kind of concealers in the past, and I really like this kind of concealer because it's very natural and very quick to use, and also it is amazing for blemishes. So let's see if this concealer covers the blemishes, because I have a blemish in here. So let's see how it goes. Right, you guys, so I zoomed you guys a little bit more closer onto my skin, onto my pores basically. I don't have the worst under eyes in the world. Sometimes they are dark, sometimes they're good, and today obviously I have moisturized my skin and I moisturized underneath the eyes as well with the eye cream. So I'm gonna go with the Glossier Stretch Concealer, and I'm really hoping it's the right shade for me now, fingers crossed. And literally I'm gonna go with my clean finger and take basically and warm it up, swirling it around. Now the best thing with this is to use your fingers, as it says on the website. Concealers like this, I don't like to use brushes. You can use a concealer brush if you like to, but I like to go with my fingers because it's more natural and gives this more natural men's makeup look. And while I'm swirling it around, I can see with my lights that it's quite like shiny, like oily. I don't know if you guys can see it, if the camera picks up from my lights. It's quite like shiny and oily, whereas the other concealers in the past I've used haven't got the shine. So I'm really interested in how it is. Alright, so I got a little bit of concealer onto my ring finger, and let's see how it goes. The product has been easily distributed underneath my eyes, and it's all gone from my finger. So I'm going to take a little bit more of this concealer for more coverage. And there we go. And I'll have to go a bit more because I want some more coverage underneath my eyes. Alright you guys, so this is the under eye with the Glossier Stretch Concealer, and this is the eye which hasn't got a concealer at the moment. Can you guys see a difference? I can see the difference. I mean, my skin is obviously brightened up in here and it has covered my underneath eyes. So yeah, I quite like it at the moment. It is nice and buildable as well. So when I went 2 times with the concealer and it didn't make it feel cakey or heavy, which I quite liked. And whereas this one looks very dewy and it has this glossy finish, this hydrating finish underneath the eyes, which I quite like. And it doesn't feel very heavy like some concealers do. It feels very natural and very like radiant, which I quite like. So I'm gonna quickly do this eye and see how the finished look will turn out. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look at the moment. I've covered all the under eyes with my Glossier Stretch Concealer, and you guys, I really like how it turned out. It looks very dewy, very glowy at the same time. So what I'm gonna do another test, is I'm gonna set it. And it also says on the website to set the under eyes if you want a more long-lasting makeup look. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna split my face into half, literally split it in half. So on the right side on my eye, I'm gonna use my blotting powder, and on the right side I'm gonna use nothing. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. So on the right side, which is your left, and on my left side, which is your right, I'm gonna use no powder. So powder I'm using is just my normal MAC blotting powder. So I like to take a little bit, tap off the excess and just go underneath my eye, like so. I don't want to put a lot because I don't want to make it look cakey. So this side of my eye has the blotting powder, whereas this side has no powder. And I'm also gonna do a whole day wear test to see how the concealer will last and if it creases or not. So I'm gonna do also this test, and also I'm gonna do some check-ins later on throughout the day. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look with the concealer and with the powder on the right side of my eye, and I'm gonna do a whole day wear test and do some check-ins. But before I sign out at the moment, I'm gonna quickly talk about the ingredients of the stretch concealer, because I'm really curious how amazing and how different the ingredient was and how amazing the texture was. So the ingredients contains beeswax, which gives the concealer a super elastic consistency, which allows it to make the move your expressions and not like caking it up underneath the eye. And it has avocado and jojoba oil. It nourishes skin, prevents water loss and gives a natural dewy look. It has cocoa butter, which is a natural fat full of good stuff that promote skin supplements, and the mineral pigments literally merge seamlessly together with your skin tone and makes this whole like natural looking coverage. So the texture of this was very interesting. It was this kind of dewy, this kind of less silky consistency, which I quite liked. It was like a very completely different consistency and texture of the concealer, which I quite liked. And it comes in 12 shades, which is for £15. So it's not super expensive but not super cheap, but this is just up there in the middle kind of range. It's quite affordable basically, so it's not super expensive. And my shade, by the way, was G9. So if you have the kind of same complexion like me, like kind of this olive kind of tone, and by the way, I have dry skin, so my skin is very dry, so I'm really curious how this concealer will perform. So at the moment I quite like how the concealer looks, but I'm gonna give my final thoughts later on in this video by doing some check-ins throughout the day. Hi guys, I'm just doing a quick check-in. Now when I filmed my first impression, it was at around 12 o'clock. So now it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm doing a quick checkup now. I don't know if you guys can see from the light, This is the side with no powder, so I can't see any creasiness. It does look very dewy at the moment, and this side as well, which is the side with the powder that I used, my pressed powder. Again, no creasing, and at the moment it looks very dewy and very natural. So at the moment I'm quite liking how this concealer looks. So there's nothing I'm hating about it, nothing I'm being negative about it. So at the moment I really like how it looks. Alright guys, so it is 6 p.m. in the UK, much later now. I've been filming another video for my channel from the brand. I'm sure you guys will have seen it, or I might post a bit later, so I'm not sure yet, but it will be up on my channel very soon. And I thought I'm gonna quickly show you some new beauty products that I just received, some new stuff that I want to review, and they're really exciting. So let me just show you guys them. So the first thing I got is this Nioxin hair shampoo, conditioner and treatment. And I heard so many good reviews about the Nioxin products, and this was the number one most talked about product out there. Basically, I want my hair more thicker, more volumizing. So basically, I got the set, and it's thicker, fuller hair, and I've seen so many good reviews, so I was really excited to got this. So I got it from Amazon. You have a shampoo, conditioner and a treatment, and within 1 month you will see really good differences where you will have thicker, fuller hair. So I'm really excited to try this one out. And they have loads of different type of ones that you want. So basically you have to look for the ones which is your hair, get the right stuff, and you will know which color or which number to get, because there are 6 different ones from the Nioxin stuff. And another thing I got is the Carbon Theory Charcoal and Tea Tree Oil. This is a cleansing bar. Now, I heard so many good reviews again about this product. This was in so many beauty magazines, and lots of people have tried it and they really liked it. It got rid of their acne, their scars, their pores. So obviously tea tree oil is really good for the skin, very beneficial nutrient. And the cleansing bar was really a cool idea, and this was really cheap. This was around £6 in Boots that I ordered, and I'm really excited to give this one a go as well for 1 month. And last but not least, I got the Cult Classic, The Ordinary BHA and AHA peeling solution. Now this is the one that is so viral on TikTok and on Instagram, and so many people have raved about this and made a video about this. So obviously I had to go and try out for myself. It's the one with the red face mask. This is the one, how it looks. Focus. There we go. I love the Ordinary packaging. It feels very like soft, like the packaging. It's really interesting. Even the box feels soft as well. So this is the one with the red blood basically, and it got rid. Basically, this product should get rid of your scars, your pores, and makes your skin texture very smooth and refined and basically new. I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. So I'm really excited to try this one out. And basically these these 3 products I'm gonna be test driving for 1 month and do short clips and see how it will work out and how this will go. Now let's do my checkup on my concealer. So basically this eye is the under eye with no powder. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can see a bit of creasing which is going on in here, and I have not touched anything. So I've been just filming and just doing my regular stuff, but I can see some creasing. I don't know if you guys can see that as well. And on this eye with the powder there is no creasing. My under eyes are more smooth and no creasing, more refined and more nourished, whereas this eye has the under eye creasing going on at the moment. So obviously you guys can see there is this difference, and I'm gonna let it be like this for a few more hours and do a final checkup as well. Alright guys, so this is gonna be the final check-in, and the time is now 9:45 nearly. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's nearly 10 o'clock at night time. And this is the final check-in on the concealer. Now this side was the side with no powder. Don't know if you guys can see that. There was a little bit of creasing around here and here, the side with no powder, and this side with the powder there is no creasing. So this side still looks nice and covered and dewy basically. So yeah, let me just zoom out. So here are my final thoughts. Overall, I really like the concealer. The concealer performed so amazing, regardless it's a little bit of creasing, I'm sure, because obviously I did so much stuff during the day. Obviously, sometimes concealers crease, and it's just the fine lines that basically that the concealer gets collected. However, I really liked it, regardless of creasing. This concealer performed really well, and it has a really nice natural look on it, which I really liked as well. It wasn't cakey at all. The ingredients really made the concealer nice and creamy and nice and buildable, which was really the main focus of the concealer. And I really like how it turned out, and honestly at the moment it looks really nice. Nothing too much basically, and also not too little basically. It has the perfect amount of coverage, which everybody I think likes, especially us guys out there. If you don't want a concealer that's very cakey and doesn't look like makeup, this is maybe the one to look out for, and I would definitely recommend you guys to go and check this out. Alright you guys, so I hope you guys all found this video very helpful and interesting. If you didn't, please give this video a like and also subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And thanks so much for watching. Hope you all are doing well. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one.